and doing nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, it's time to experience the O's on the Original Sports Podcast.
Hey, shit's coming at you live on a Sunday night. I hope you all had your Labor Day beverages all day, like we all shared.
Yeah.
Rashid, he's not going to be in person for us as far as his visual. We're going to miss his pretty face tonight.
Yeah.
But he's going to be here to chime in like he always is. Big Chops and I had a conversation earlier. He found out everybody was doing all kind of shit before we had the show. He was getting a little nervous, but we're here. We're here. T-Sizz went to see his kid play lacrosse, ended up with 2 different breweries. He's owning Baltimore now. He walks into his brewery in Baltimore like, hey, what's up, Sizz? You know, and then there's me.
You gotta frequent them. I mean, you gotta give
what the hell?
What? Huh?
Spit it out.
I'm trying. He said I was at the brewery, you know, and it was a good time.
Listen.
You see some good people with just having a good fun, watching a little Orioles game, some college football on there still, trying to keep track of LSU USC game.
Let's get that on.
You know what? LSU shocking me. They're showing, USC shocking me. Showing me some defense.
They're up 10-7 right now.
Showing me some defense. You know what? You said Sizzle went to see his son play lacrosse, then found himself at a couple breweries. Like he got lost and just happened to wind up at a brewery. And I don't know if he said GPS to brewery or what he did, but he didn't just find his way.
I did. I put breweries near me, and it just brought me right there.
Mike, you know them things you use on the beach to find like gold and shit?
Yes.
That's Sizz.
I got one of them. I got one of them.
Shit.
Man, I got you. Real quick, fellas, I've been thinking about this. We don't count just like sitting at the house having a cold beer, but when you have nothing going on, like what's your go-to to just kick back and relax? Mine is sitting back fishing. I love fishing, just going back on a relaxing, riverbank, whatever night, quiet here to Barbershop. What do you guys do? Is it coin collecting? Is it what do you do to get it? What is it? What do you do to
I got stamps.
Release your mind.
Stamps and Scooby-Doo costumes. I mean,
Okay, I got you.
What's that about? What's that about, Barber? Scooby-Doo.
Hey, listen.
Ruh-roh.
I had some guy popped up in my Facebook marketplace with a Scooby-Doo costume. He said $100. I said, all right, I need to try this thing on because it's a professional model. All right, it's a professional. Like, it's not just like you buy it at like some joint. And I met the guy today. I tried it on. It fit perfect. And I said,
what are you going to do with it?
I'm down. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to run around Frederick with the damn thing on. You know I do crazy shit.
Hey, Don guy, check your inseam on that one or what?
Huh?
He's fitting to be an episode. He's fitting to be an episode of 2020 with John Quinones walking around Maryland in a Scooby-Doo outfit.
I said, did Don guy check your inseam on that one?
Oh, Don guy Taylor.
He used to check the inseam. He used to check the inseam when you go to get the tux for the prom. It's like, oh, that's not the inseam, buddy.
All right. What was going on at y'all school?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Vincent, it fit Vincent. It fit me. I have a blow up like dinosaur costume too. Vincent and I are going to go run around Frederick one day in those costumes and just.
Oh yeah, you'll be on the news.
I know.
Yeah. He got a blow up. Pause. Come on, Shane, get on here.
No, I don't know if that was possible. It was questionable, but not possible.
Hey, and the guy gave it to me for $80. How about that?
Yikes.
$80. He's like, how much you want to give me? I'm like, I'll give you 80. He's like, okay, I'll take it. So I said to him, I said, where do you get this? I said, you use this at Halloween. He looks at me, he says, my wife and I buy storage units. And we bought a storage unit and this was in it. I said, all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's literally like, it's literally like if you was going to be a mascot for a team or something, like a good one, that's what it is.
I got you. Was it hot? I mean, today was a hot day. Was it hot in there?
No.
Okay, that's good. They had ventilation, so you don't stink up the joint.
Now, are you using this shit for role playing? Like, what are you doing, man?
No,
that's not a question you got to answer.
No,
oh Lord.
No. Hey, Chops, back to what you said.
Snacks. I'm like,
what do I do when I'm just chilling?
Yeah,
I've got an addiction to disc golf.
You had talked about that before.
Listen, I got addicted to that this summer. I really, really enjoy it. I go as much as I can. When I have free time, I'm out. I play 9. I'll play 15. I'll play 18. Haven't gone more than 18 yet, though.
Now, do you always go with someone? Is it you and Vincent, or is you and a couple other guys? You'll go solo sometime, and they'll put you at a. How does it work?
It just you show up on a course and go. It's not like going to a regular golf course.
It's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah.
Most of
you can play by yourself just to get better. You don't need. I got you.
I play all the time by myself. I actually got a. I guess I don't know what you would call it. It'd be like a hole out back that has the chains and everything. I have one of those out back. I use it to putt.
Okay, so you can only put hours on. Okay, that's what that is. Is that where your weakness is? Because you can throw it pretty far, whatever. So you're putting.
Well, I'm finally learning the footwork to like launch that son of a bitch. I've been getting better at that. My mid range, it depends on the day which disc I use. Sometimes I'll use one disc and it'll just go. And it's a good throw. It's a straight throw. Other times I'll use that same disc and it's just whacking somewhere else. But I've been watching a lot of videos, watching a lot of like, not just professionals, just like people who get on there and like give tips and stuff. And I've been trying, like, I don't know. I just really enjoy it. I can't play regular golf. The bottom line is I suck at regular golf, but I like being active. So this is whole body encompassing. The course is over 2 miles when you walk the whole course. If I just walk 15 holes, it's almost 2 miles. So, I mean, I don't know. For me, the local course in my neighborhood's 5 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
And it's wide open.
To know you. There's the people starting to know you.
Ain't nobody to know me. I just walk out there and off I go.
Oh, okay. All right. What about you, Sis?
What do I do for spare time? I like to cook, watch movies, walk the dog, make fun of Shane. Yeah, I don't got costumes and chains and shit like the barber.
I feel you. You got anything for us, Shane?
Yeah, man, I like that tree, man. That Cheech and Chong.
Partake in the Garden of Whedon.
Yes.
Okay.
And Chops.
What do you do?
Chops does
Mine's fishing, and I'll drink. I never got into smoking. I don't smoke. I drink. I'll drink, like I said, my vodka, whatever. And if I do, man, if I drink beer, as soon as I get them in, I put one in the freezer, right? I put one in the freezer. When I take that one out, another one goes in the freezer. So literally I'm picking them up about every 10 to 15 minutes. So they're ice cold. I got to have them ice cold. If I'm taking my shots of vodka, I'm not much for a mixed drink guy. Like I said, even if I'm drinking something, I'll go Vox vodka, Vox on the rocks with a slice of orange. Love it.
What's your beer of choice?
Oh, I told you. I'm old school, ice cold, light crisp, Natty Light.
Okay.
Dude, I've tried Heineken. I've tried them all. Okay, you remember back in the day, we're famous, Jackie Merlacki.
Yeah.
Okay, Jackie over the years was trying. She's a family friend, family. She was trying to get me into beers. I got a buddy down here. He goes by the name of L-A-L-E Sharpton. If a new brewery has an opening, they call him to come and review it because his word in that community is a lot of pull. So he was always like, Chops, come here, man. I got beers that taste literally like apple juice. I can find you a beer that tastes. I remember telling me you got to find a beer that tastes like chocolate. I'm telling you, I can find you a beer that'll hook you up and you'll like. I just can't do it. I'm strictly, like I said, ice cold Natty Light. I've tried them all, the name brands, the big dogs. And also I like the Natty Light because I guess it's so weak. I don't get bloated before I start to feel anything. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's not heavy. So that's why I like it. But again,
I jumped over to doing seltzers because of that. Like I don't. I'll pound a bunch of seltzers and I never feel lousy the next day, bloated. Like
yes,
man.
that's the problem with the beer. That's why I went to the Natty Light. That's why I went. What do you drink? What's your drink, Sizzle?
I usually go to an IPA. We were out, like I said, to the couple breweries today. I do the hot hazy IPA, the New England IPAs. Try to keep it at the 6. You know, they get to the 7s.
Bishop died, fried, and laid to the side.
A couple in, you get to the 8s, and then the wifey cuts me off. The 8s, all right, I'm good. And then we have to just get a couple 6-packs to go. And
Schmitty, if you notice, he's not even looking at the screen. He's like his eyes are. He's like he's looking at him. His eyes are glazed. He looks like he's looking through an aquarium. We probably all look like fish right now to Sizzle. We can't. Look at him. Look at him.
But Chops, we went to the Maryland game yesterday. Me, Sis, and my boy.
How was it?
It was a good time. We had a good time.
Yeah, Schmitty, thanks a lot. You held out as long as you could, and then I just saw that bucket of cold water, thirsting down, keeping the beers cold, and I was ready to do the plunge. But thanks, I had a couple from your tailgate there. That was spectacular. Thank you so much.
Schmitty, we walked away. He says to me, "Oh my God, I should have grabbed like 6 of those. They had every kind in there."
I could have got a couple in Vincent's pockets like you used to do to me. Hey, Chops, this son of a bitch, we go to the Steeler game, we'd have a bottle of Coke and a bottle of Jack. And I'm like, he's like, we're going to tailgate. I was like, all right, what tailgate? He's like, anyone we find, we get wings and food and stuff as we walk into the stadium. We'd finish the Coke. I have a half bottle Jack left. He's like, what are you doing? He goes, put it in your pocket. I go, my pocket? And I put it in the middle of my pants. They're like, okay, you guys go through. And then we had to go buy a big 64-ounce of Coke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, I should have inaugurated Vincent with that.
Yes. Yeah, man. Yeah.
No,
It's crazy. Wild times. All right, fellas. All righty. So, well, here's what we got. Smitty, I can't do it. I'm good with the liquor, like my vodkas. Don't do brown liquor, but with beer, it gets me bloated before I start feeling anything. So that's why I go with the ice cold Natty Light. Now, before, when I was younger, Colt 45.
Oh yeah,
Colt 45.
Swallow liquor bull.
Yeah, well, I would do that too, but I was more Colt 45. I was Colt 45.
Hey, I got a story for you.
What you got?
So we were in, I think it was my senior year of high school. My parents decided they were going to go visit. We're going to go visit my brother in Elkins, West Virginia. My parents would leave me behind like my sophomore, junior, senior year, and they'd go. And my cousin Anthony lived up the street, and I said, "Hey, Duck." His nickname was Duck. I said, "Hey, Duck, you get me a case of beer?" Yeah, and that's back in the day when they used to deliver that shit to your house.
Yeah.
So he got me a case of Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. It was me, Eddie Lou, and I can't remember who the third person was.
Eddie Lou. How's he? Okay.
Oh, so Eddie Lou gets fucking trashed. Now, for those of you who
moving his ass.
Eddie Lou was like $3 in like 10th grade.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He was like $3 in 10th grade. He got trashed, puked, passed out. We put an apple in his mouth. He's laying face up. We put an apple in his mouth like he looked like we were going to roast his ass. Took pictures. I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how to, what am I going to do? I got to clean that shit up, you know? So I got out the vacuum cleaner. And clean that shit up. And my mother's red shag rug. Yeah. So it gets better. About, I don't know, maybe a week later, my mom's there running the vacuum. Oh man, that stink. I said, Mom, what's in that bag? It smells when you run that. That's really bad. I don't know, Mark. I better change that bag. You know, she didn't know. God rest her soul. My Aunt Lil lived next door, you know. She used to see when I had shit going on over there, parties and shit. This one time, John Simlick. Did you know John Simlick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Simlick, he comes to my house. My parents are away, visiting my brother again in West Virginia. He comes to the house. He's got a quarter keg strapped on his back. I had a blowout, man. It was crazy. The next day, my Aunt Lil says, "How was your party, Mark?" Because that's the way she used to do it. I'm like, "Oh, Aunt Lil, please don't say nothing." Don't worry, I won't.
Man, and I was, because of my dad, I never had. If I had to get together, it might be 1 or 2 people, and that was about it that I'd have over, because I couldn't have a party, because if it got out of hand, something got ruined, my dad was going to. Let's put it this way, fellas. My senior year of high school, I worked at Kmart. Real quick before we get into it. I worked at Kmart. Guys come. This is when deck hockey was big, right?
Yeah.
Guys called me. Like, they said, "Yo, it's going in the last period. Yo, we're going to play deck hockey. We're going to play deck hockey. You want to go? Yeah. Don't have a shirt. Don't have shirts. Don't have anything. So I run up to Kmart where I work. Right now, mind you, it's on a Friday. It is payday, and they paid me in cash back then. Go in. I steal a T-shirt. Well, I took a T-shirt and a pair of sweats, put in my bag, go to walk out. On payday, they pay me in cash. Got caught in the back office. They say, well, you're fired. We can call the police or call your parents. I said, call the police. They're like, Michael, you could sit in jail until your court date. As sure as I'm looking at you guys, I was like, listen, call the police. Do not call my dad, because I'm telling you, jail will be a day camp compared to what my dad is going to do to me. I'm telling you now. And when they said, well, we'll just call his parents. His number's on his application when I worked there. When I tell you I showed my ass, don't call my dad, call the police. Well, they ended up calling him. I was like, do not call my. I knew. Woo! I knew it was not going to be good at 18. I remember that. All right, fellas. So, you know what it is. You know that smells in the air, baby.
Oh, it's sweet too. It's sweet.
College
10-10.
football.
10-10 halftime right now, by the way. USC, LSU.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And LSU, like I said, USC has impressed me so far in the first half with that defense. All right, fellas. So now we've seen everybody's played. We've seen everybody off the rip. I know it's not 4, 5, 6 good weeks in, but in college, every game counts. Not like the NFL where you can give some away. So, who, after this first week of seeing everybody, who impressed you? What team, not player, what team impressed you?
You want me to hit it first?
What you got?
Hit us up, Shane.
Definitely the Hurricanes. They get the new quarterback, Cam Wright, from he came from Washington State. He looked good. Cam Ward, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm sorry. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, he looked real good yesterday. The defense looked like the old defense. The skill guys look like the old skill. It looked like the U. You know what I mean? With these transfer portal, is it going to be the U again this year and then be back to stir fry crap the following year once he leaves? I hope that doesn't happen, but that's who I'm going with, the U, baby.
I'm going to run with Notre Dame. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to run with Notre Dame. They played a good team first game. Yes. They didn't play somebody they could walk all over, and they won that game. They played well. That defense is very, very aggressive. They were at the ball all the time.
Yeah,
I enjoyed watching that game. I thought they played good. I actually thought they could have scored a hell of a lot more points than they did. I think Riley Leonard's okay. He wasn't as good as he was at Duke, but he's playing.
Man, that was you on point with that one, Mark. I thought he was going to light it up. You're right, but go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I just think at the end of the day, Sheen, I think that once he gets comfortable in that offense, because he can run the football too, I think that offense might be putting up 25, 30 a game, and that's big for Notre Dame with that defense.
Yes, it is. It
with
definitely
that defense, they were aggressive.
And you know what? Who you got, Sizzles?
I was going to say just the game. I thought it was a good game, but unexpected. I was surprised that Georgia Tech took over Florida State number 10. I thought, they wanted on the last second field goal, and I didn't think it was going to come down to that. I thought Florida State would have showed up better, but then I thought about it. They lost so many guys to the portal last year, and they didn't even make the playoffs, and they were all jacked about that. But I thought that they would have had a better showing. So I thought that game was to kick off the college season. Was that last Thursday or Friday.
Last Saturday, wasn't it? Last Saturday, because they were in Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Fellas, I'm gonna ride with you, Mark, with Notre Dame, but here's why. First off, I didn't know that before every home game, Texas A&M at Kyle Field has cheer practice for the student section. And they said about 20 to 25,000 students show up every night before the game, and they go over to cheers and practice.
It's like Midnight Madness.
Yes. So it is. So I was impressed with Notre Dame in a hostile environment.
Yes.
It was rough. And they didn't falter. They fought, and I didn't, fellas. I really thought, especially when they got tied up, I thought Texas A&M was going to get some breaks, and I thought they were in to end up pulling it out. I am a Freeman fan. I like him.
Me too. Well, I've always been a Notre Dame guy. My dad was a Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Other than tonight's game, LSU 13, USC 23. That was the only other game I think this week where there were two top 20 teams that played against each other: 7 Notre Dame and 20 Texas A&M. Everyone else that was ranked played a non-ranked team.
Yeah.
When I saw, was it Alabama that tattooed somebody with 72? I can't remember. They have
Alabama won 63-0. Ole Miss won 76-0 against Furman.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Kevin Fairman. This is Furman. This was
Furman. Hey, yes. Furman, wait a minute. Furman, isn't that where Bill Cosby's son-in-law went to school at, or his older daughter or something?
I think that's what we're going to start calling you, Furman, wearing that Scooby-Doo costume.
Who talking about Alvin?
Yeah.
Alvin didn't go to – he went to Princeton.
Okay.
Him and the daughter went to Princeton.
Yeah. All right, so –
You're right, Schmitty. Clemson and Georgia was ranked too. I forgot. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so sticking with that, who impressed you? Who disappointed you?
Well, I do like this comment by Schmitty, and then we're going to go to one by Gregory Bishop. G. Bishop, who played linebacker for me at the Mill. I was like, did you see that? The whole thing that led to Saban's statement cracked me up, though. Like, he's sitting there like this, and what's his name? McAfee's sitting there. He's getting his groove on at WVU.
Yeah. Yes.
They're like, what the fuck did I get into? That cracked me the fuck. I was dying. But no,
I didn't catch the payroll statement. Go ahead. Someone give me the statement, please.
He said teams are paying $20 million for their NIL guys, and he said if you don't sign the right guys, you're shit out of luck. Basically, is what he said.
Yeah,
it was.
I agree with that.
Well, yeah, but that goes back to, remember, we were all going back and forth in a text thread about what constitutes a team and what doesn't. Fellas, these guys don't have. That's why I don't think college basketball in a lot of ways is as good as it used to be, because a lot of guys are one and done. They're going to the G League. Guys aren't staying long enough to actually build a team and play like a team. Yeah. So you're right, man. If you don't sign the right guy, you're signing a hell of a talent, but you don't have the quarterback that can make that look to his receiver and cut it short. Do this, do that. You don't have the safety who can look at his corner and be like, let's switch linebacker. You don't have that. You know what I mean? Guys that just know each other and know where they're going to be. So he's right on that aspect. But you see a lot of cats, man. Saban was the biggest one, and we think he really got out of it because of the NIL money.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I don't understand how guys in schools and boosters are paying guys that haven't proven a thing yet. But hey, if you can get the bag, as they say, get the bag. But it does bother me when coaches get mad with this NIL money or the portal because guys have some power. Because when they didn't and the coach had all power, everything was straight. Everything was great.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I'm not an issue with that. I just don't understand how guys are getting paid this big time money and they haven't done anything yet.
I'm waiting for someone to step up and talk about how they were getting paid before NIL became part of it. And I mean, really step up.
Yes,
I mean, I want to hear someone
with it.
Say, well, Coach Saban, blah, 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 blah. I know that shit's going. Why do you think Dabo's taking a slide back with that Clemson
Exactly.
team? You know they were slicking guys up. It's not make believe. We're seeing it in front of our eyes.
Talk about it.
Yeah, Kirby Smart's the only guy right now who's living when he talked. He's Georgia's still Georgia. They ain't changing.
Well, don't forget though, for quite a few years, even before the NIL was in there, Georgia was leading. They were spending more money than anybody else in recruiting. And regardless if that's the game where it is now, NIL spending money recruiting, you got to do what you got to do. But like as we were talking, what team disappointed you?
There's
Colorado.
I was gonna say Colorado. I agree with you, Shane. I also
defense
think
is porous.
Yeah, I mean, they had to play at North Dakota State and like come back in the last drive.
I mean, no, let's not take nothing away from North Dakota State now.
I agree, Shane.
Exactly.
But it should have. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It should have been a little easier to at least stop the run.
Right, and I think Clemson could. I expect Clemson to win? No, but I thought they would have put it a better fight than 34-3.
Well, here's my thing. Here's my thing, real quick, and I want to get to what Bishop is stating there. But fellas, the fact that Colorado is an unranked team, it's Prime's only his second year. North Dakota State that rolls. I understand they're not top Division I, but they're rolling. We expected more from him. Are we putting undue pressure on Sanders in Colorado? Or are we expecting because he said, dude, hold on for a second. It's his second year, and they're an unranked team, and we expect him to come in and win his conference. We've never done that with another team. And let's not forget, he took over a team that was 1-11. He didn't take over a University of Georgia team like Kirby Smart did. It was 9-3 and coming off a major bowl win. So I just think, and it's with me now. They're also the team that disappointed me the most because, okay, we need to do this, and let's look it up for next season or for next pod. When is the last time we expected a coach in his second season taking over a team that was 1-11 to do something? That team was 1-11 before he got.
We can look that up. We can research it. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. It's
probably
the way, in my opinion, it's the way he did it. It's the way he did it. He didn't come in there with a strategic plan saying, okay, I'm going to build this program. I'm going to play this out. I'm going to develop these guys I got. I'm going to get rid of a few of them because they aren't going to fit into me. But for 2 consecutive years, he pushed everybody out the damn door.
Mark, they were 1-11, and none of those guys signed at another major university.
But that was about him.
Nobody wanted them.
It doesn't matter. There were guys on that team.
Nobody wanted them. Even when Dion didn't want them. If I tell my wife, she divorces me, and I say, hell, I can find another one of you, and 4 years later, I'm still single with no prospects, I wasn't that damn good. Colorado was 1-11, and nobody took any of his guys. That, to me, speaks more of what we're making. It'd be different if I always say I get on Tomlin because they said Doxson was horrible. Doxson goes to LA, and now he's one of the top paid linemen doing work. That means Steelers didn't know what to do with him. But all his guys were 1-11. Do you realize when Dion won 4 games, that was more than the last 2 or 3 coaches combined, or last 3 seasons combined? That's the only thing that bothers me. And now we say we hate the way he did it. Well,
I've been saying that since the beginning. So you could say that people are saying that now, but I've been somebody who's been on that board.
You have. And
I think what he did is bullshit. I tell him right to his face, it's bullshit. If you're that good of a coach, coach up the fucking guys that are there.
And that's not fair, dog. He had guys nobody else wanted. What you're saying is you're asking him to play cards with a stacked deck and wonder why he can't win. It'd be different if half of those guys left and went to other major schools and are at least playing some. They're not anywhere.
100%. None of those guys are at any other major school.
I know there was. Hold on. Remember, there was that one cornerback who he was like a 4 or 5 star recruit. And Dion, he's like, I don't like the way Prime is going. So he left, went to another school and got cut. And his high school coach said, we've been telling him since he's a sophomore he's got an attitude problem. But I can't remember his name.
I think he went to Florida. I know who you're talking about. I think it's
he did go to Florida. One of the Florida schools. Central Florida, somewhere like that. South Florida. I hear
my thing is with Dion is when you say that though, Mark, you got to get rid of people. It's a business. It's just what it is.
It's not a business.
Sure it is. Well, hold on.
Oh, it definitely is. There were times when coaches would say, there's no practice tomorrow, but you better be here.
Yeah.
What's that? What the fuck? Excuse me. But what does that? I had to ask the upperclassmen what that meant. They just said you better be here.
Yeah,
it's a business, man.
Here's my thing.
It's a business.
When Lincoln Riley, he didn't verbally say it, but Lincoln Riley, when he left Oklahoma, he went to USC, took Caleb Williams. That starting quarterback was gone. You already knew, I'm bringing my guy. He never caught any flack for that, not anything.
Yes,
but because hell no. There's no way.
They can't do anything in the NCAA.
But what I'm saying is, fans didn't come down on Riley the way they came down on Deion. He did the same thing. That's
because Riley didn't go to Southern California and talk about how great he was.
So here's the thing. You don't hate what he did. You hate the message. You don't hate what he did. You hate the message. Because at the end of the day,
he is great.
He hates the messenger.
Then you can say
I
that.
hate the messenger. I wouldn't like any guy that goes in and does what he did. Not one.
And the crazy part about it is,
Deion
Sanders set up a trust fund for all of his players who have kids. He is doing things, and he's brought true money to that field, and that's what bothers me to that stadium and to that town. People are getting caught up. He told those guys he didn't want them. You were 1-11, and nobody else went anywhere. That's what I don't get. That's what's bothering me.
He struggled to field a roster this year. He got rid of 55 guys, Mikey.
I get that. And now hold on. And now that goes to the question is, let's not forget, even if when it was JSU and he had a chance to win a championship there at that point, whatever, in that ball game, he sat his own son because he missed a meeting. You can say whatever you want. Sanders players don't get in trouble off the field. They are disciplined players. So I would ask you this. Are guys not going there because they realize, first off, all his staff is made either college players or pro players or had pro, that he realized we can't get away with what we can other places. Kirby Smart has had 5 guys arrested for DUIs this offseason.
Yep, 100%. I'm with you there.
If Deion had that, I mean, it is what it is. But real quick.
So here's what I think. Here's what I think, Mikey. He doesn't know X's and O's.
No, we know he does.
Defense.
We know he does. He's won everywhere. IMG at Jackson. He's won everywhere he's went. He had more wins last year than any other coach.
He is a character coach, and he comes in there to bring guys that he can develop into men. And I get that, and I appreciate that. And I think that's an awesome characteristic. But like Rasheen said, if it's a business at the college level, you better surround yourself with guys that can coach up the people you have and not get rid of 55 guys in 2 years.
But you got to stop going to that because he got rid of guys nobody wanted. But here's the thing.
Somebody wanted him back in the day.
What's that?
They Colorado instead of other teams.
Nobody wanted to win with Colorado.
No. The problem with that is now that takes us to the rating system, and there's too many guys like that who are ranked 4s and 5s who do nothing.
Well, let's put it this way: the 4s and 5s that went to Colorado proved they weren't 4s and 5s. The 4s and 5s that are going to Georgia, they're true 4 and 5s. Is all I know.
Or they're getting coached up based on their ability.
Yeah. How do we know that? Well, first off, Deion has his guys are way too small. I put that on Facebook. All his guys, he has no hams on there. And also, as you say, he's teaching character. Character is a 4-letter.
He's developing character.
He's trying to develop. He's trying to develop character. Character is a 4-letter word to these college athletes. We just watched in the first half where Lacey cost his guys 7 when he catches a touchdown and he acts like he starts shooting a gun at his opponents. Not only did it cost him 15, he goes on the sideline, gets a ear beaten basically from the coach or getting talked to, turns around and does the exact same thing.
Well, he did the Randall Hill?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what Deion would have done?
How's character add up to 4 letters? I'm still trying. I was at the brewery tonight.
It's a bad word to those guys. We don't want character.
You know what Deion would have done with that? Deion would have told that dude to take his helmet off and go sit down.
Yes, just like Singletary.
That's all about character.
He's trying to. Just like Mark, you sent us the thing today, and I wish you to put it on some of our social medias. Right. What was it? The top 10 commandments for an athlete.
Yeah,
those are for athletes your children's ages, because a lot of these college players and definitely pro players are not going by those. Come up with an attitude, be coachable. No, bro, they don't. Yeah. They don't care about that.
That's a big problem. Being coachable is a huge problem.
Yes, Bishop had said it. guys in the NIL are making more. I think Ewers for Texas is making more than Purdy too. I believe he is.
Yeah,
so,
he is.
Having said that,
he was making more when he went to Ohio State.
Yes,
when he came out of college. When he came out of high school, halfway through his senior year, he was making more than Purdy.
That's why I beg the pardon. Why would Marvin Harrison Jr. come out and he's making more?
I don't understand why guys do that.
They offered him $20 million.
Yeah. And I don't understand.
For him, $20 million.
Why come out? I mean,
well, here's the thing. They said that new guy Smith, that wide receiver, the young cat Smith for OSU, they said he is right now as a true freshman. Multiple guys have said this on media, on wax. He is the best wide receiver to ever walk the halls at Ohio State. Do you realize you're telling me exactly, Sizzle? They said it before he played one game. I said I find that hard to believe.
Ohio State's like wide receiver.
Yes. Yeah. Let me ask you this real quick because we won't get into everything, but I want to know this.
I thought this was an interesting comment. Check it out. Greg said the ranking system is rigged. You get stars for going to camps, not their play.
Bishop, what did I say that last week or 2 weeks ago? They shouldn't start ranking until after the fourth or fifth game. They should not start ranking until after the fourth or fifth game. We've seen everybody play.
How many guys are playing in the NFL that were unranked or had a 1 or a 2 star?
Exactly.
It don't matter. Yeah.
I mean, seriously, like that's just bullshit.
Guys can go undrafted and end up having successful careers. You figure, fellas, we look at these guys when we have time, when we're not at work. These execs from the NFL, that's all they do, and you're still missing. You can pay me to sit on my ass and miss on players and prospects.
Oh, Lord, let's not get into that.
Yeah, I know, because I get ticked. Clemson lost by 31. We're talking, fellas. Clemson lost by 31.
That was my biggest disappointment. Actually.
First half, it was close. Then you saw Georgia just too much meat up front, just better athletes, just whatever. I'm not even saying better coach, just better athletes. Dabo does not like the portal. He lets it be known he does not like the portal. He tells guys, if you commit to me when you're in high school, if you even take another visit to anywhere else, I'll pull your scholarship. Do you see with that mindset, do you see Dabo being able to compete with, if he continues to ignore the portal, can he compete with the OSUs, the Bamas, and the Georgias, Michigan?
No, his AD is going to sit him down after the year, after they have a 500 season, and tell him that. I'll tell you where Dabo went wrong. When he stuck with DJ Ugalele,
you guys hate my boy.
He's
terrible, man. Stop
stuck with that dude. That dude's been at 4 or 5 schools since he was at Clemson. 4 schools since he's been at Clemson. He is not a legit Division I quarterback.
Fellas, real quick, and I'm not even going to argue with you because I can't. I mean, his play's not backing up any me for me to stand on anything. But fellas, have you noticed, and please start noticing every week, how many players and quarterbacks especially, how this is their second or third or fourth school?
No doubt, everyone.
That's what I said. That's what I said earlier. I hate then you'll have a good season with this kid, then he's gone to the league, and then you're back to stinking. Like,
I'm not even talking about going to the league. I'm talking about guys that are on their third or fourth team in the transfer portal. Here's my thing. Some people say they should limit the portal. I don't think you should. Let kids go wherever they want. My problem is with the coaches. If this kid is jumping to you would be his third or fourth team, to let you know he's already sold out. He's going to the highest bidder. He's not a character guy. He's not here to help you win. He's here to serve himself. Why do coaches sign those guys? Because they only want to win. They're only worried about winning. They're not worried about teaching guys the character or this. I don't know, man.
How many? Bo Nix played 6 years in college. Yeah. He went to Auburn, Oregon. He was somewhere else too. He had 3 schools.
Who's the dude I saw this weekend? He said 7 years. He's on his
9 years.
9.
McCormick from Miami.
Miami. Oregon first, Rasheen. Oregon, now he's at Miami.
Yep. 9 years in college.
Yes, Mark, but he's had 4 seasons.
Those relationships don't last that long.
He's had look at Sizzle. He's had 4. Did you see him shaking the can? I thought he had a can of cheese.
Cheers, sis.
What do you think I was doing?
I thought you were shaking a can of Parm cheese getting out of it. I know you don't shake a liquid. What does he do? My man is trying to get every last drop.
His dad taught him that.
Love Jesus. Shane, we got to get better. We got to get a better team. This guy's crazy.
9 years? How many teams was he on in 9 years?
He's only a second team. There's only a second team.
He got hurt a lot at Oregon.
He's had 4 season-ending surgeries. He started there in 2016. Are you picking up what I'm laying down?
He's 26 years old, isn't he?
Yes. Yes.
So was Chris Wenke when he came out.
Yeah. Is that the dude from Hawaii? Wait, what's the guy from Hawaii?
Wenke played baseball first, though.
Yeah, he did.
The guy from Hawaii, he has 2 kids and 3 mortgages or some shit.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, man.
Taylor, linebacker.
Adam Gunn. Adam Gunn played 6 years, and that was before COVID.
Yeah.
Adam Gunn did. Hey, what's the other boy from Apollo? Come on, Trey Tipton.
Tipton
played 6 years.
Yeah,
that was before COVID.
Tipton, yeah. You
know, I mean, there's kids who come through for 6 years because they have major injury, but good God, 9 years?
Yeah,
something else to do with your damn life.
6 years was the best time of my life in high school. Wow.
Man, that's jeez, Lou. Man, well, so let me ask you guys this.
Hey, he graduated with 75 people. He went to Leechburg High School in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Sizzle, you went to Leechburg?
I transferred. I was highly recruited. Yes.
What is the accountant? You were highly the accountant.
They're like, hey, we need a clarinet player for the band.
No, bro. I ain't piping. No, they said you shotgun that something. Well, you come on over to Leechburg. So.
Jeez. Well, let me ask you this, fellas, real quick. As we're talking about this, did any player, not team, player, impress you this week?
Hunter. That kid who had 6 touchdowns. He had like 300 yards and 6 touchdowns. That boy can run. He runs like the wind.
What school? Who? Where?
DeJontry? Wait, what?
Boise. Ashton Genty.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yep.
No. Well, hold on, Sheen. That's what I thought.
Southern.
Hold on, Sheen. I thought that. But this cat averaged over 6 yards a carry last year and ran for over 1,300.
And what league are they in?
Hold on. All he can do is play guys against it in front of him. 1,300 yards, fellas. Come on, man.
Look at Andre Ware.
You got to talk to the guy there, right there.
1,300 yards is impressive.
So could Andre Ware. Andre Ware, he threw for a lot of yards too.
Big dog. Well, let's not forget, if we're going to keep it 100, there's a whole – that goes back to NFL execs missing on players all the time. My guy was Terrio McMillan because it was between Ashton Genty, if I'm pronouncing the name wrong or correct, and Tator McMillan from Arizona. 304 yards, 4 TDs. He's 6'5", 215, and can move. So now here's the thing. Get your popcorn ready. October 19th, Arizona versus Colorado in Arizona. It is going to be him and Justin Hunter, not Hunter. Yeah, or Hunter. What's Hunter? Travis Hunter. 1-on-1.
Okay.
I think he's going to smoke Hunter. I think he's going to smoke.
Think again.
Hunter cannot go both ways against this cat. He can't. Okay. You see, we're not vibing on this one, Sheen. You got Hunter shutting him down.
Listen, yeah, I do.
Okay. Don't forget, old boy, last year, the decent receiver he went from against Sanford had 300 yards in the second half.
True freshman, baby.
Chops, but though, is that just him or is that the scheme? Is that the whole defense? Is it just mano y mano? Like what's
you're talking about Travis Hunter?
Yeah.
Hunter, you were supposed to be a first round pick.
He is a first round pick. Ooh, stop that.
He's going to be a first round pick.
Okay. T-Mac, you're a first man pick. You're going to be going against guys like T-Mac every week, the best they have to offer. Yep. If you're that guy, I want to do like the Cowboys used to do with Dion. All you 11 guys over there, I'm over here. Quarterbacks don't even throw to this side. I want to see if you can be a shutdown corner. Are you reading?
That's called traveling. You travel. That means you go wherever the best guy goes.
Look here. Look here.
You mean like LeBron? He travels every time he touches the ball.
Yeah. Look here.
Greg Bishop says Marquez Cooper at San Diego State.
Marquez Cooper. I don't know. What did he do?
He had
What's up, Bish? Bish, give us the lowdown, Bish.
He had like 20 carries, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, something like that.
He's true freshman?
He's from Quince Orchard in Montgomery County, Maryland.
I'll tell you right now.
So he's a little bit of home cooking there. A little bit of home cooking.
That was a transfer. He was at a lower tier Division I school.
Oh,
I got you.
He went up. Okay, good for him.
You guys buying in Shedeur Sanders? 445 yards.
No.
Wow.
I'm not down with Shedeur.
445 yards.
Well, here's the thing.
It's crazy.
I told you
he's pass oriented. He don't leave that
hold
pocket.
Hold on. And I wish I could be a Shedeur guy, but I'm not. Here's why.
This is crazy.
Last year, just give me just ride with me, Sheen.
I'm listening.
Hey,
listen, I don't have the sound machine hooked up. So go
just
ahead.
ride with me, baby. Just
we got 15 minutes. Go ahead.
I'm not a Sheen guy. I'm not a Shedeur guy. Here's why. Last year he played in the Pac-12. You guys already know I don't believe there's defense in the Pac-12, so anybody can throw. However, his guys,
you mean the Big 12?
What do you throw for 460? His wideouts were better than the DBs he was going against. He holds the ball a lot. And he also underthrew his guys a lot. And I put that in our text thread. What is that, fellas? 3 or 4 underthrown passes he threw.
Yep.
He's held the ball a long. I'm just not a Shedeur guy. Now, they got some good teams coming up. If he can show me that against some good teams, then okay. But fellas, let's also not forget, his defense is horrible. They're always coming from behind, so he has to throw regardless. You know what I mean? But hey, we'll see. You think he's all that, Sheen? I don't. We can't both be right. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But tell me why I'm wrong, Sheen. Holla at your boy.
I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I mean, that's your opinion.
Tell me why you feel differently, though.
I think he has all the tools. I mean, sometimes he's throwing off his back foot and it's still there. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
Here's my thing. I believe when you're D1 and you're at that level, off your back foot, you should still be able to throw it relatively accurately at 40 yards. You're that strong. You're just that whatever.
I don't think Drew Allar from Penn State can, but okay.
And maybe he isn't, but also in the same token, and maybe he's not. But not everybody. I feel you should. Maybe there are some guys that can't, but I feel you should. But we'll see. I don't see those frozen ropes, as they used to call them back in the day. Him being able to throw. Maybe he can.
Let me tell you. Okay, so listen. I'm gonna give y'all my theory.
Go ahead.
Black folks, we can throw the ball. It might not be accurate, but we can definitely throw it far and definitely throw it hard.
Yeah. And you remember Michael Vick. Michael Vick could flick of the wrist. It was going 70 yards. But here's the
3 things you should be able to do: throw, catch, and run.
Hold on, though.
You go to Notre Dame.
What did Coach Boone say?
If not, you're on the line. What the hell are you talking about? If not, you're on the line.
But look here. What did Coach Boone say to your boy Sunshine? You can throw it a mile, but you can't pitch it 3 yards. I understand they can throw it forever, but you got to be accurate. That's why I didn't want your boy, not to get into it. That's why I didn't want Fields starting, because he's not being developed as a QB. He's developed as a running back that can pass. They're not developing. No. I forget about the Raiders. Boy Fields in Pittsburgh. I don't want him. I don't see him develop. We'll see, Sheen. He's a hell of an athlete, but we will see. And here's what I don't get.
I don't think he's a hell of an athlete, to be honest with you.
But I do look at it.
Shedeur.
Neither on his offensive line or his defensive line, Dion can't get the 6'5", 320 O lineman. That defense, he can't get those guys. You've got guys that on your staff, whether it's the D coordinator, O coordinator, different position coaches, they've been at the next level. Dion's guys, if they had the talent, he'll get you to the next level. I don't understand why he can't get any of the hogs, as they used to call them, up front. That's what I'm not getting.
He had two linemen from IMG early commit that turned and went somewhere else.
Now, I wonder, do you think he decides I'm not paying any? I was going to say that. I was going to say that. I was going to ask, is that it? He refused to pay. You know, those Colorado boosters have the money. If he wanted to pay, they'll ante up.
Hey, we got to move on. We only got like freaking 11 minutes left.
Yeah, but it's been a good conversation, so we don't get to all topics. We don't get to all topics. What you got, Barber?
Hey, let's get into the NFL a little bit. Excluding the Steelers, what team or game are you interested in checking out coming up? I think the first game is going to be dynamic with the Ravens and Kansas City. I think that's going to be a great game because everybody's healthy. Everybody's healthy going into that game. Well, except for Marquise Brown, and I don't know what part he's going to play on that team. I know Rashee Rice is going to be there. They said they're not doing anything with him until his shit outside of the team, everything is settled in court.
Yeah,
That's when they're going to decide what they're going to do with him. And that was, besides Kelsey, that was Mahomes' go-to guy. I do like Xavier Worthy too, who can run the long ball.
You know what though, Barbara? If we're going to keep it a buck and keep it 100. Does it matter? And I'm being serious. Does it matter who Mahomes has as his wife? I thought they were going to suffer when they lost Hill. I really did.
No, that's the same thing with Patriots, Chops. I agree with you. Same thing with Patriots. It's the quarterback. He's going to make them do what they do, and he's going to make the team better just because that's who he is. I'm looking forward to Sao Paulo, Brazil. The Eagles versus the Pack. That's going to be a great game. Don't wear your green because that's the gang colors, is what they say.
That's what they say.
I think that's going to be a great game. Jordan Love, see what he's got against Jalen Hurts. And I know Chops he's a big. He hates the saying that quarterback versus quarterback.
You know I do.
Blah blah blah.
I hate that.
Be a great game.
That's a week 1 game.
It's going to be a great game. Yeah.
Friday night. Do you realize Thursday and Friday night's games are on Peacock?
Yeah,
they're not even on rate. That's
Peacock. I want to see your Peacock.
Hey, that's why if you want to buy the NFL ticket, and I went off on a rage the other day about this. If you want to be able to watch every NFL game this season, it costs you over $700.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what other game I want to watch? I want to see Caleb Williams.
The Bears.
I want to see my Steelers.
We said other than the Steelers, Gene. Other than the Steelers, we all know that.
Hey, so wait. Let's go back. Back to the games. Do you have internet? Oh, you got to have internet, Maradei.
Yeah.
You need to get with your boy.
Chops.
Yeah.
You talking about Apollo, Sheen? What you talking about?
No, so he can watch the games.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, if I didn't have an inside tip on how to get the games, and I wanted to buy the games, it's insane that the NFL is robbing people.
Wait, time out, rewind. You said you want to see Caleb Williams, but the Bears versus the Titans, that game's going to suck. But we're now looking at individual players. Is that what you're saying?
Sheen, you guys know Sheen. Y'all know him better than me. Y'all know him longer than me. He dances to the beat of his different drum, meaning he don't listen. We said we did any game other than Steelers. You know we all want to see our Steelers. Who's the first one? Sheen said Steelers. He hates following directions. He hates it. He's hard-headed.
Hey, Dallas and Cleveland.
You want to see that?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Why? Because they say Cleveland's the best defense in the league. That's all we hear about. How great those fucking guys are.
That's a great game.
I think they're good.
Hey, how about I think the Jets and the Niners game, right?
That's me. I'm booking. I would have seen
a good one too. But
the best defense and supposedly one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. They just signed Ayuk to a mega deal, and so what are they going to bring out?
What was I watching, fellas?
I like both of those games.
I was watching Get Up, and somebody showed like the last 4 major holdouts, how after they end up getting paid, they had a worse season that season they got paid than a couple seasons before. Ayuk is not going to do much. He's not going to practice much, so he ain't going to do much. It's the same offense, but still timing isn't going to be there.
He's going to have to do something because Ricky Kershaw is going to be in the hospital for a minute.
Yeah.
God he just got out.
Kershaw just got shot.
Kershaw, yeah. And they said he got shot in the chest. I need to see what kind of was it a flesh wound? You got shot in the chest and you out of the hospital 24 hours.
I think he had a Nerf gun.
Or a BB gun.
Larry Marcinetti walking around with BB guns.
Man, let me ask you. Now, see, mine, I do want to see, like I said, mine's a bookends game. And I was going to, the Chiefs and the Ravens, just to see where the Ravens are, in their division, the Chiefs with that, whatever. But I'm bookending it with the Jets and the Niners. Yeah. Niners offense, we know is going to roll. It's going to be efficient. They're home. They're going to do their thing. We've heard so much about the Jets defense. Can they live up to the hype? Can Rodgers live up to the hype? You know what I mean? Rodgers hasn't taken a hit in 2 years, fellas. I want to see him in live action. I'm ready, Freddie, for this.
How about these two dudes? How about Anthony Richardson and C.J. Stroud? They play each other week 1.
Who's that?
Anthony Richardson
and
C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
That's a division game, week 1. right?
I like the one you said first, Mark. I like Cowboys Browns. I like that. That's gonna be a punch in the mouth.
That is. That's going to tell you, honestly, that's going to tell you if Cleveland's really as good as they are, because the Cowboys pretty much returned everything they had. They signed CD Lamb, although right now he's listed as questionable or potentially out for that game, but I'll bet he plays.
And I like the Frisco one y'all said. That's going to be a punch in the mouth.
Fellas, real quick, because I know time's limited, so if we can keep each answer real quick to a minute or whatever. CD Lamb and Ayuk both got paid, okay?
Right.
Yeah.
They're both now in the top 5 receivers, highest grossing, highest paid.
Yeah.
Not one of the top 5 receivers, Tariq did. However, he got his money at Miami. None of the top highest paid receivers have helped their teams get a ring. They have not helped their team get a ring. They're getting playoffs, getting booted, losing first round, whatever have you. Put on your owner's hat. Your owner's hat. Are you signing the checks for these guys? If yes, why? If no, why?
Okay, let me go first.
Yeah.
I'm signing the check, and I'm going to tell you why. Look at the growth in the salary cap over the course of the last, say, 5 years. Okay? That contract in maybe like 2 years from now is going to be just an average contract. Honestly, I mean
that's because the NFL is a copycat league. When you give Jordan Love and Trevor Lawrence that money because you're up, so we're just going to pay you more. Jordan Love has had 12, 11, 13 starts.
No, Mikey,
the NFL is a copycat league, though.
Mikey, you're missing my point. The salary cap is going to be so high that those contracts are not going to be that much of a significance against the salary cap, and that's why I'm okay with signing that deal. Okay, so maybe this year, maybe next year, it's going to take a hit, but it went up $20 million last year, $25 million from last year to this year.
So you're paying a guy because the cap is higher, all the contracts are going up, but we're here to win championships. You're not helping me do that. Why am I paying you again? Reiterate why I'm paying you again. Because this is the NFL. In college, I can get you with. We play on national TV every week. In college, I can get you with you'll have a chance to go to a major bowl game. In college, I can get you with you might be in hometown and your family and friends will get to see. In college, I can get you with there's a chance I can get you to the NFL. And the NFL, it's all about rings. If you're not going to do that,
so at the end of the day, I see your point with CD Lamb. I don't see your point with Ayuk because guess what? San Francisco was in the Super Bowl last year. The year before they were in the NFC Championship. So he's at least getting them to that point.
No, because when you
takes 11 dudes to get you over the top.
So that's a different conversation because you guys know I'm already about football's the most team sport. So but real quick, if I ask you, name me your San Francisco MVPs on offense. Ayuk's not your first, second, or third pick.
No, but the thing is, it's about team, and I agree with you. I would not pay him because it's about team, but he brings a team element to it, and having that roundabout team with him, it helps. But would I pay him as the owner? First of all, let me back up. I apologize. I had to deal with something that was called my bladder, but no, I would not pay him because you can win without the big bucks. Look at the Patriots. I'm going to go back to them because how many top-notch receivers did they have that they just went out and spent gajillion dollars with? Maybe
Tom
Randy
Brady,
Moss,
the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers.
Randy Moss is probably the only one that you know of. You can name all the other guys that were slot receivers that just grinded it out, but they did not put in so much money that they were taken away from others.
13-10 USC over LSU, halfway through the third.
Okay, all right. What about you, Sheen? Are you paying it?
Yes. We're talking CD, right?
Or Ayuk. It doesn't matter. Whomever. Because none of the guys
you got to pay CD because your next receiver is Brandon Cooks and Trey. Or I don't know.
Even with him, we're getting kicked. We're getting beat.
But that's going to happen because listen, when you got Brandon Cooks on the other side, you can put two people on CD Lamb.
Fellas, I just don't get it, and I say that because I'm all about NFL is about championships. The Cowboys have not even sniffed a championship or a Super Bowl in decades, and they are the most valuable franchise. Do you realize the Steelers aren't even in the top 10, and they travel and their fans go everywhere? They try to do it right, this, that, and the third. Non-losing season. Tomlin's always got them in the playoffs, and they ain't worth two dead flies. To me, it's all about I don't get it, man. The Bengals are a valuable franchise. They haven't won a ring. I don't get it, man. I don't know.
The thing is you want that guy. You want the high draft pick. You want somebody who's getting you the recognition and all that. You want the celebrity receivers and all that, but you're not going to get it. And it's not about that. It's about the team.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Just like college, it's not about the team. Hey, let's do some pickups then. Top 5 games. KC and the Ravens. Who you got?
I want KC. They're at home. I'm going KC.
KC at home.
I got Ravens.
Shane, you got the Ravens? I'm going KC too. Chops, get the sis, write these down.
Oh shit. You want me to write something?
Yeah. Me, you, and Chops got the KC.
I got
Shane's
you.
the only one who's a Ravens fan. Remember, he hates. Just keep in mind, he doesn't like TJ Watt. All right, let's go. Second game. Titans Bears. Does Caleb Williams win his opening game in the NFL? Titans
Yes,
Bears.
but I think it'll be a snooze fest.
Williams wins.
Who?
Williams. He's saying Bears.
Okay.
Yeah, Bears.
I'm going with the Bears too.
I'm going Titans. I think Will Levis gets the best of him.
He don't like Caleb Williams, y'all.
It doesn't matter if I like him or not. I still think that Levis is better.
Oh, I don't think either one. It doesn't matter to me, but you know,
I think that year under his belt's going to help him. He's a big dude, man.
who you got, Sis?
I said Bears. I'm writing it down.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Next game. Houston, Indy. Anthony Richardson or C.J. Stroud?
Houston.
Houston.
Yep.
Yeah. On the road, I'm going Houston.
Yep.
Number
Here's
4.
Here's the big one. Dallas, Cleveland.
Where is it? It's in Dallas.
Cleveland. It's Cleveland.
I'm going
4 o'clock game, but in Cleveland. I'm
going
going to go Cleveland. I hate to say that. I hate it.
I'm going Dallas.
I'm
going
going to go
Dallas.
Cleveland.
So we're all going Dallas except for Chops.
Yeah, I'm going Cleveland. Hate to say it. Hate that. Mistake by the lake. The old turd.
You know Nick Chubb doesn't run the ball for them, right? It's Jerome Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Ford ain't Nick Chubb, my man.
I know. But it doesn't matter because even when Stefanski had Chubb, they showed a stat. The Browns were 15-1 when Chubb had 20 carries or more, and still Stefanski wouldn't run him 20 times every game. I'm going to run you till the wheels fall off. All right, what's the last one or our 5th one?
Number 5.
Number 5 is Steelers, Atlanta.
Steelers.
I'm going Atlanta, dog. Our line is so porous. They're not going to be able – it's going to be a replay of last year's San Fran against our Steelers. The offense is going to be on the field 3 and out. The defense is going to get tired. San Fran, or should I say this, Atlanta's going to end up pulling away. The offensive line's terrible. They're garbage.
Steelers.
I'm going Ravens.
Barber.
Falcons, I'm sorry. And
Barber?
it hurts me to say that.
What you got, Barb?
I got Steelers. Steelers.
We talked about this all week.
24-14.
We
Kirk
talked about
Cousins
this.
hasn't played football in how long?
We talked about this all week on the group chat. Oppositional defiant. Chops. He's going with Atlanta and Cleveland. Everyone's got Houston. Mark, you're going with Barber's going with the Titans versus the Bears, and Sheen, you got Ravens over Kansas City.
That's
Here's the sizzles quizzle. We got to get this rolling. When was the last time, or actually, how many games have the Georgia Bulldogs won in a row?
Oh, Mark.
44.
No, that's total 43-2. But I think in a row, I think it's like 29.
Wow.
I've been thinking about you.
I'm looking at 40. Last time they lost was 2020.
LSU just scored an easy out.
No, they couldn't have, man, because they didn't even – well, they did go in the field. No, didn't they lose the game last year?
They won 40 games in a row. Hey, go ahead.
Kirby is smart, isn't he?
What do you got for Shane for the question?
What are you making us think about there? Rage Against the Regime.
I don't know if I have anything because I'm ready to go bake some cookies.
Oh, here he goes. He been on that la.
You want to know my favorite kind of cookie?
Yes.
Is that what you want to know?
Definitely.
Chocolate chips with walnuts.
Dude, they lost to. They
so
just
you're
lost
off tomorrow,
to
right?
Alabama last year. You realize they lost to Alabama last year, Georgia.
Yes.
So how's that 40 games in a row?
Regular season?
Sizzle's
I didn't hear regular season.
Regular season.
Oh, okay.
Sizzle's Quizzle has a bizzle in it.
A whizzle, dizzle, jizzle,
yeah,
grizzle.
Is a whiz in your
Sizzle. What's your favorite cookie? Hurry up.
I've been thinking about that, and I'm going to go with the old Italiano pizzelles, my man.
Ooh,
that's
a strong pull.
I grew up in an Italian neighborhood, and a pizzelle is your favorite?
Yeah, what you mean?
First of all, it's called pizzelle. Let's get that straight.
No,
it's a pizzelle, isn't it? Isn't it a pizzelle?
Pizzelle.
Pizzelle. That's and those and ho chops. Those are delicious.
Hey, easy, Franco. It's pizzelle.
First off, okay.
Hey, your dad watches. Chops, I need your dad to watch this.
He'll turn off if he hears. He'll turn off as soon as he hears the shenanigans that Sheena's talking about. And first off, pizzelles aren't even better than biscotti.
It's a pizzelle.
It's a pizzelle. It's a pizzelle, and they're not even better than biscotti. I'll take a biscotti.
It's biscotti. Sec chops, you're the only one who's not Italian here. What do you mean?
Biscotti, man, listen to me. And the best cookie is a snickerdoodle overall.
What?
Biscotti is like a it's like a everyday cookie.
Hey, ho. You know who makes a good is that a sugar cookie? Potbellies.
Sugar cookie. Who?
Potbellies makes the best sugar cookie ever.
Oh my god.
What?
Biscotti's like an Italian.
Hey,
don't even light the weed. Just eat it, because it's the answers you're giving. You might as well be smoking.
He said the biscotti's a crouton.
What the hell?
You just dip it.
Oh, dip it. No, I don't drink coffee, but a little hot chocolate.
What the hell? Can we end this? Because this is terrible.
Go ahead. Hey, Gene, let's start with you. Tell them where they can find you.
Everywhere, man.
He ain't never lied.
Y'all can find me in the command center. Wait till my camera works and y'all get to see the command center.
Yeah, tell them where they can find you, Sheen. They don't know.
Everywhere. Instagram, Facebook. Machine.
What are they looking for?
Yeah, exactly. Everywhere.
Like they know how to spell.
So they'll just go to TikTok and type in Rasheen. They'll just go to Facebook. They'll just go to Insta and just type in Rasheen.
You know another Rasheen, Chops? Go. Next person.
And you know where you can find me? Anywhere my glass is empty.
On the X, you can, on the X, you can find me at The Real Big Chops. Facebook, by my government, Michael Gregory Mills. Insta, Big Chop 79. And on TikTok, it's Big Chops 824. Holla at your boy.
Hey.
Give it a buck too.
One T Youngie at the X and Instagram. That's it. Just
Original Sports Podcast. You can find us everywhere. You can find us on podpage.com, Original Sports Podcast with Mark Maradei. On Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, we are Original Sports Podcast. And we are OSP with MM on other places that you can't find us. Hey, look.
What the fuck does that mean?
Man, we're in so many places I can't even remember anymore. Hey, shout out to our networks, sidelinesports.net, sidelinesportsnet.com, Elite Sports and Entertainment Network. You can find us at Peak One Sports and on Manning Media. You can also catch us on Tuesday nights from 7 to 8. They upped our time because we were having some good stuff going on here. On Roku, we are on NESSP. That's the name of the network we're on, and we are on from 7 to 8. Feel free to let us know if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for some craziness by emailing us at originalsportspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks to Steve Medley for doing our voice intro, to Charlie Hodgson for doing our music, and catch us next week. Who knows what our craziness will be. Actually, next week, we have Bob Grove from the Pittsburgh Penguins coming on talking all things hockey with us. So y'all better be ready for that, okay? That's all I'm going to say. We're going to talk Penguin hockey. Oh, one more thing. Shout out to my guy Johnny Gaudreau. I wore his T-shirt in honor of him today.
That was rough, man.
Yeah, that was just brutal, man. Him
life is fragile, fellas. I know it's a cliche, but man, life is fragile.
Yeah, I mean, and Johnny was a great guy. Not only does he have 2 little kids under the age of 3, but his wife is also pregnant. He was 31, going on 32
fellas,
years
think
old.
about it. He was there for his sister's wedding, and a joyous occasion.
The next day.
Both brothers gone like that. Now, if that's not going from sugar to shit, I don't know what is.
Hey, and Johnny was a hell of a he was a hell of a hockey player.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know,
he was my guy on the video game.
Yeah, Johnny was.
He was.
Yeah, God bless Johnny. Rest in peace, my man. Catch us next week when we talk hockey.